Now let's bring it to logic now. I'm hoping you're going to get this. Currently, the very common pathways for Nigerian doctors is Australia, UK, US, Canada, Saudi, Oman. Okay, I've been in this space for a while, and that's the most popular ones as of today. There are others, but they are on the fringe and they're on the side. So let's take them one by one and analyze the financial involvement before any guarantees ever are given to anyone. Let's start from UK. If you want to travel to the UK today as a doctor, first things first, okay, you're going to prepare over months. You're going to buy the question papers that you need to practice, and you're going to register for PLAB 1, and you sit the exam and hope you pass. If you fail, you will register again. Let's imagine that you passed the first time. Okay, about maybe 300-400. I'm not sure what the exchange rate is now to the pounds. It used to be around 200 and something K years back. Now it may even be up to 400 or 500K. Let's put it at 400K. Now you register for PLAB 2. Let's assume PLAB 2 is another 600K. Okay, let's just call it 600K, so it's ₦1 million now. And then you apply for your visa, your bank details. Meanwhile, you're going to stretch yourself to the limit to maintain your bank statement for a period of 6 months or so, leading up to when you're applying for your visa. Okay. And then you're not spending, you're calculating everything coming in and going out, and you're trying to be very exact so that your statement of account is going to rhyme. And after all of that, you get the visa. Then you're going for PLAB 2, right? Now you fly to the UK. Let's call it 1.2M flight ticket. You lodge somewhere. Let's just be nice. Let's call it 500K. It's unlikely. So let's just call it 500K. Or let's be more realistic. Okay, let's just call it 500K. Whatever. Then you're going to eat and transport while you're in the UK and all that. Let's call it another 500K. So remember, we had 1.2 for flight, 400 for PLAB 1, 600 for PLAB 2. That's 2.2. 5, right? Yes. 500 for accommodation, 2.7. 500 for feeding and logistics and all that. That is 3.2. Then flight back is another 1 million. That's after 1 month plus of staying in the UK just to write the exam. So we are talking 4-point-something million. So in essence, you're spending close to 4 to 5M just to write the exam. Now you come and start applying for jobs, and you spend all your energy and time applying for jobs, applying for hundreds and hundreds of jobs, the people that call, the people that don't call you, and you finally get a job. Now, before you even started applying for jobs, you've spent almost 5 million naira. And you're doing this from the same Nigerian salary that you say is not high enough. Let's talk about Oman. You want to go to Oman, you first write the OMS BPSC VUE exam. That exam now is about $220 or so USD. So we are talking close to 300 to 400K. Okay. Now you do your data flow, might take you around 5 to 600K. Let's just say 500K. So 4 plus 5 is 9. Then you do all the verifications that you need to do, and all that. Now, if you're a specialist, of course, this cost goes higher than that. It becomes more expensive because you're going to verify more experience letters. You're going to verify your primary degree or maybe your specialist degree, additional qualifications, all of those postgraduate qualifications, right? And that increases the money too. So by and large, by the time you want to write your Viva, you spend another 450K. Let's say 400K, because it's 100 Omani Riyal. Let's assume you got it straightforward, and you got it from, you already got a job before you apply for the Viva. So if you try to do the Viva by yourself, you know how we do it, it can cost you about ₦1 million. and that is before any guarantees even come. If you did it without if you got a job before you apply for the Viva, you're spending 400 to 600 plus 300 to 400. We are talking around 1 million, okay, plus every other thing. You have to travel for the piercing VUE and all that. You're talking 1.2 1.3 million minimum. Now if you did it before getting a job, your Viva, you're spending around nearly 2 million naira. Let's talk Saudi. You're a medical officer, basic requirements, everything. Before they even talk to you, I don't know how much it is now. Back in the days, it was 3 million start. Yes, it was guaranteed job, but you had to cough up the 3 million upfront. And how many people had it? How many people even have it? Okay, US and Canada is completely out of the radar, because those ones, your money is even not even the issue here. You can have all your money and they will still play you. Okay, by the time you go through the entire US process, step 1 to whatever, and then for Canada you have to first get the PR and all of the issues, the months that pass. But you have been doing all these things to relocate and you're still in Nigeria. And currently, many of these things I just mentioned now, it's not even like they are there staring at you. And then someone comes to you and tells you, hello, even though you do not know, there is a country we have been overlooking for so many years. Many people don't even know about this. In this country, you're not going to write any licensing exam to practice, whether before or after you get a job. You're not writing any exam at all. You're not paying anything. You're not going to spend anything until you get a job. First thing you do is to just begin to send your CVs and make the applications to the organizations in that and the hospitals in that country. And it's legit. And it is only after you get a job that your visa and other things start being processed, and that is, you will not even incur most of the expenses because the employers handle many of them, but they can push over some to you here and there, and there are very little expenses. In all, you may not spend up to 1 million naira, and you already guaranteed a job before you started spending. Now you did not spend anything to get the job, and someone tells you, I have this information, I've prepared a course, I've prepared something, I've productized this, I've given you everything you need to succeed in this country, in this papa way. I've given you the explanations, everything. I arranged it in a course. The course is priced at 216,000 naira. This is not a job, but now you know something you didn't know before. That's 1. 2, now I'm giving you all the resources you need to give you the best chance at getting these positions. Okay. And then he tells you, you know what? I'm going to give you 50% discount. It doesn't matter. Pay 108,000, get access to this, get all the resources you need, begin to apply for these jobs. Now, there's no guarantee you're going to get the jobs because I'm not the employer, but the jobs are there. You apply for them and see if they take you or not. Just pay 100K, 108K. Don't leave your house. Don't go anywhere. For the next 7 days, the promo is still on. Get access to it. Do what you have to do. Send in the applications, and even to make it even juicier, the biggest employer in the country is currently recruiting doctors. This is for doctors specifically, and you can just go and submit your own application before you even start sending to other people. Someone tells you pay 108K, and you think you need to consult the FA in your village before you make that decision. 108K, as far as I'm concerned, in the grand scheme of things, is nothing to you if you truly want to relocate. But if you can't risk 108K, I still wonder what else you can risk.